Hi, this is Nicholas Bell with IONCINEMA, here to review The Retreat, the third standalone narrative feature directed by Pat Mills, which Quiver Distribution is releasing May 21st, 2021. So if you're familiar with the work of Mr. Mills, previously he directed 2014's Guidance and 2017's Don't Talk to Irene. So this lesbian couple in trouble in the woods horror film is kind of a far cry from what we're used to seeing from him. Personally I was very interested. The setup is familiar to these kinds of genre narratives, but there's a pre-wedding celebration happening between two couples, Connor and Scott, who are about to get married, and Valerie and Renee, who are coming afterwards to meet them. It opens with Connor and Scott being murdered by some unknown assailant. Without knowing any better, the two women show up, see that their friend's car is there, but the men are nowhere in sight. There's some other things off about this Airbnb that notably is owned by a gay male couple. But almost immediately things fall apart and they are assailed by perpetrators and both abducted and injured. And quickly we learn that there is a group of people in Canada, in the hinterlands, targeting queer people and trying to, and doing terrible things to them. At that very basic level, sounding kind of like a gay Get Out. It's written by Allison Richards, who has produced Pat Mills' previous features, and I can appreciate what the narrative is trying to do. However, it kind of feels like a queersploitation film, almost like this would have been meaningful 2 decades ago, but now in 2021, it requires an opening up of the scope. In fact, kind of a better explanation of its antagonists even, because while it's playing with stereotypes about gay and lesbian couples, who are kind of the polar opposites in their trajectories, what it's doing with the antagonists seems kind of crass and problematic. It's reminiscent of, there's a mechanism that's reminiscent of a recent Russian genre film that's similar about torturing people, called Sleeping Beauty. But it feels there are too many elements that stand out which beg you to ask questions about how long this group has been doing this, how it first started, how they're getting all of these gay people to come up here. I feel like another kind of terrifying Canadian film about murder happening in the woods was the recent Violation, and I kind of wanted that gray zone feeling to happen again. Also, Dave Franco's The Rental, I'm sure, will come up in comparison. Of course, Lesbians in the Woods, I thought of Denis Cote's Vic plus Flo Saubert, albeit a very different kind of film. However, the film looks good despite some very dark nighttime sequences that go on for too long with it's really hard to make out some of the imagery. Otherwise, a really great musical selection from Steph Copeland and Ali X. Sarah Allen and Tommie-Amber Pirie, who played the two leads, I think are also very good, very commendable performances in a film that kind of needed to be a little more complex than it is. Overall, I would give The Retreat 2.5 out of 5 stars. Thank you.
Hey, this is Eric from IONCINEMA.com. If you want to support us, subscribe below. For more reviews, interviews, film festival coverage from Sundance, Cannes, Toronto, you want to check out these guys on this side.